Hello everyone, this is Karen.
Hello everybody, I am Shane.
Today we're looking at part 1 of Are Subtitles Still a Turnoff for Western Audiences? And the vocabulary words are acceptance.
Acceptance.
Today, Luigi received a letter of acceptance from the school.
Cool. Overcome.
Overcome.
Olivia overcame a difficult childhood and became one of the most successful people in her town.
Award.
Award.
This restaurant has won numerous awards for the quality of its food.
Are you the chef?
Uh-huh.
Wow. Cinema.
Cinema.
In the early days of cinema, films were usually quite short.
Largely.
Largely.
The coach's poor decisions were largely to blame for the team's disappointing loss.
So we're talking about subtitles.
That's right.
And they're a turnoff for Western audiences.
Because usually in the Western culture, Western society, when people watch movies or TV shows, they don't usually, turn on the subtitles or they don't look at the subtitles.
Right. So I know growing up in America, because I didn't grow up in another country, but in America and I think in Canada, most things that are in English will not have any subtitles.
That's right.
And if you watch a movie with subtitles, like a foreign movie, and you have to read the English, we will feel like if I want to read, I will read a book. I just want to watch a movie and just relax. I don't want to have to read.
But I do have to say, when I first moved to Canada, because my English wasn't so good, so I would actually turn on the subtitles for the TV shows.
Right.
So that would actually help me a lot in terms of like spelling and recognizing different words.
Now I always need English subtitles. Because sometimes you can't hear what they're saying and you can then read it there.
Because you're used to reading subtitles. So now you can enjoy so many different movies.
All right, let's learn more about why subtitles are a turnoff for Western audiences.
All right, enjoy.
Are subtitles still a turnoff for Western audiences? During his acceptance speech for Best Foreign Language Film at the 2020 Golden Globes, director Bong Joon-ho had a message for Western audiences. Once you overcome the 1-inch tall barrier of subtitles, you will be introduced to so many more amazing films.
Hello everyone. Today's lesson is called Are Subtitles Still a Turnoff for Western Audiences? Part 1. Hello, my name is Jeff. Maybe that's in subtitles along the bottom of the screen right now.
Yeah, and my name is Mike. So what we're talking about are those words along the bottom of the screen when you're watching a television show or a movie. Here in Taiwan, they're on almost everything.
Yes.
Of course, Western movies, foreign movies in other languages, like Hollywood movies in English, will have subtitles here for local people to read Mandarin Chinese at the bottom. But if you go to America and you watch normal television, they won't do it. And a lot of people kind of think that Western audiences, especially North American, English-speaking audiences, subtitles, they see the subtitles and they go, I don't want to watch that foreign movie, or I got to read and watch at the same time.
Okay, but
this is something people think about people from that part of the world.
That's true. That's true. And let's face it. Sometimes, if you are watching a movie and it's in a different language, the subtitles can be a little bit distracting. You might want to watch what's going on, but then you're reading as well at the same time. So there's a lot to be said about subtitles, the topic of our lesson. Now, during his acceptance speech for Best Foreign Language Film at the 2020 Golden Globes, director Bong Joon-ho had a message for Western audiences. Once you overcome the 1-inch tall barrier of subtitles, you will be introduced to so many more amazing films. So yes, it is annoying to have to read while watching a movie, sure, but all you have to do is to overcome this barrier. Get over it. Okay, before we move on, let's talk about the word acceptance. When you talk about acceptance, you talk about how you've been accepted. Before, let's say, you were on the outside of something, now you are on the inside. Here, though, your acceptance speech That's a speech you give when you win something, okay? This person won an award, they accepted it, they took it, and then they gave an acceptance speech. For example, today Luigi received a letter of acceptance from the school. Yes, you are now in Luigi.
Wow, he got to go to plumbing school like his brother Mario. All right, let's talk about this word to overcome. The verb to overcome is to get over something, a difficulty, a challenge, a barrier, something that's stopping you from succeeding or moving on with your life. If you overcome that, then you get over it. If you overcome your fear of water and learn how to swim, well, good for you. It was something that was challenging you, making your life more difficult, and you showed some courage and some guts and some hard work, and you got over it. For example, Olivia overcame a difficult childhood and became one of the most successful people in her town. She was raised by one hardworking mom. Her dad didn't have a lot of money, was teased at school. Anyway, she had a difficult childhood, but she got over that. She didn't let it stop her, and she became very successful. So there, the Korean director was kind of teasing Western audiences, but also encouraging them to, don't worry about the subtitles. Watch foreign films. You're missing out on a lot of great stories. And he's right about that. Let's take a break, and we'll come back with more about subtitles.
Hello， 大家好，我是 Hanny。在台湾看国外的电影或是电视节目，我们都很习惯有字幕嘛。不过呢，在西方国家却不是这么一回事。有不少人会觉得字幕会让人分心。那这边补充一下 ，distract。distract，distract 这个字就可以表达使人分心。那 Mike 老师用到它的现在分词 distracting 就可以形容使人分心的。那同学们有看过《寄生上流》吗？奉俊昊是这一部电影的导演。当他拿到金球奖最佳外语片的时候，他上台发表得奖感言，他向这个西方观众传达一个讯息说，一旦克服那1英寸高的字幕障碍，你就能接触到更多令人惊艳的电影了。好，那这边有2个单字 acceptance 它表示接受、认可，那么 acceptance speech 就表示得奖感言。而单字例句呢，是用 Luigi 路易吉这个名字，马里奥的弟弟就叫做路易吉嘛，所以刚刚 Mike 老师开玩笑用到 plumbing 这个字 plumbing 就表示水管工程啊，或者是建筑物里面那个水管设施。好，那么下一个单字 overcome 它表示克服或是战胜。那么战胜困难，我们要有勇气。这时候老师用到 guts 它有勇气、胆量的意思。接华课文中。
Are subtitles still a turnoff for Western audiences? His words may seem strange to audiences in Taiwan, where subtitles are present in every movie and TV show, even the Chinese language ones. In the West, however, subtitles are often seen as a hindrance to viewing pleasure. It's no wonder that foreign films so seldom win the top prizes at award shows. Subtitles, in one form or another, have been around since the early days of silent film, when dialogue was written on screen between scenes. But as talking cinema became the new standard, English language subtitles in American movies largely died out.
So, subtitles, they can be a barrier to watching something for some people, okay, especially in the West. Is that true in Taiwan, though? No, okay? Back to what we were talking about before, the acceptance speech of that great Korean director, his words about subtitles. His words may seem strange to audiences in Taiwan, where subtitles are present in every movie and TV show, even the Chinese language ones. Yeah, there are TV shows here that are in Chinese that do not need to be translated, and still they're subtitled. So subtitles are a very common thing in Taiwan. Everyone has gotten over the barrier of subtitles here.
That's right. In the West, however, subtitles are often seen as a hindrance to viewing pleasure. A hindrance is something that's stopping you from doing well, stopping you from enjoying yourself.
It's like a barrier.
Like a barrier, exactly. It's blocking you from really getting into the movie because I gotta read all the time. So, as we read on, it says it's no wonder that foreign films so seldom win the top prizes at awards shows. That Korean movie, Parasite, won the Best Picture Oscar, but it was the first time a foreign film had won the Best Picture Oscar, and that's why, well, some people feel foreign films don't win those top prizes because of the subtitles.
Now, earlier we talked about the Golden Globes. A Golden Globe is a great award to win. The Academy Award, an Oscar, is also a great award to win. And yeah, you could also, if you were a musician, you could win a Grammy. That's pretty good too. One way or the other, when we're talking about an award, we're talking about something that someone gives you because you've done something good, like the statue that you win when you win the Oscar. That's your award, your Academy Award. Oh, you did a very good job. Here's an award. Here's a statue, although awards don't necessarily also always have to be statues. Anyways, for example, this restaurant has won numerous awards for the quality of its food. Who knows it? Maybe even got a Michelin star. That would be quite an award to win.
Absolutely. So subtitles, in one form or another, have been around since the early days of silent film, when dialogue was written on screen between scenes. Yeah, so subtitles are not really a new thing. Back in the earliest days of movies, like 100 years ago or before, they didn't have sound, so they had subtitles. They weren't usually on the bottom of the screen as the action played, but it would be a black card with writing, characters talking. So Western audiences have had subtitles. They've been a normal part of movies, but that was a long time ago. And then things changed.
But as talking cinema became the new standard, English language subtitles in American movies largely died out. Anyways, before we move on, we've got a couple of vocabulary words to talk about. The first of these is the noun cinema.
Yeah, cinema, as you said, it's a noun and it's basically movies. When we talk about cinema, we're talking about the movies, the movie business, movie history, the art of making movies. If you say, I'm really into cinema, it means you really enjoy movies a lot, but probably the more serious kinds of movies. If you say, I'm a big cinema fan, I love the Fast and Furious series.
Transformers too. Excellent.
Very good, yes. No, we're not really talking about those kind of Hollywood popcorn action movies. We're talking about serious movies, dramas, things like that. But basically, movies. For example, in the early days of cinema, films were usually quite short. And they weren't all serious, but we're talking about the art form of movie making.
Anyways, we also have the adverb largely to talk about. It says that something largely died out. That means, for the most part, mostly it died out. Did intertitles or subtitles, did they remain in some way, shape, or form? Maybe, but we know for the most part that yes, subtitling died out in America as far as movies are concerned. For example, the coach's poor decisions were largely to blame for the team's disappointing loss. So maybe the players didn't do a good job, but really it was the coach's fault. He's largely to blame. All right, everyone, with that, it is time for us to take a short break, but don't go away. We'll be right back after this.
好，在西方，人们往往会认为字幕会阻碍他们的观看乐趣，这也难怪外国电影很少在颁奖典礼上面获得最高奖项。那么单字 award 就表示奖项或者是奖，那么 awards show 就表示颁奖典礼。好，另外有几个常听到的奖，像是 Academy Awards， 这是美国学院奖，也就是我们熟知的奥斯卡金像奖，可以称为 The Oscars。那么还有音乐界的 Grammy Awards， 则是指格莱美奖。好，那么课文有用到一个句型来表达难怪怎么样怎么样，那这个句型是 It's no wonder 加上 that 子句，这表示难怪怎么样，什么什么一点也不足为奇。好，其中的 wonder 它是当名词，它可以指令人惊奇的事。那么 no wonder 你可以用 small wonder 或是 little wonder 来替换。至于 it 是虚主词，用来代替后面的 that 子句。例如There are dozens of books in the box, It's little wonder that the box is so heavy. 箱子里面有好几十本书，难怪这箱子会那么重。好，课文接着提到，其实从无声电影那个年代的早期呢，就有字幕了。而当时的对白是写在场景之间的荧幕上。那么后来有声电影成为新的标准，美国电影里面的英文字幕就大多都消失了。Jeff 老师谈到早期无声电影的字幕呢，他用到 intertitle。intertitle 就表示无声电影的那种字幕卡，这种字幕卡常常用来交代它剧情的时间啊、地点等等资讯，也会用来显示剧中人物他们主要对白。好，这边还有2个单字 ，cinema。cinema 它表示电影，也可以指电影院。那么 talking cinema 是用来指有声电影，用来跟 silent film 来做区分。好，那么 largely 这个副词表示主要的、大部分的。接华课文中。
Are subtitles still a turnoff for Western audiences? In Asia, on the other hand, films made in Hong Kong, the heart of Asia's film industry at the time, were commonly subtitled. Due to the large number of Chinese dialects spoken, both inside and outside of China, subtitles were provided so that everyone would understand the dialogue, no matter what dialect they spoke. As a result, subtitles became a familiar feature for most Chinese film viewers.
Okay, earlier we talked about how subtitles kind of died out in American cinema once sound cinema, talking cinema, became king. Yeah, in Asia though, on the other hand, films made in Hong Kong, the heart of Asia's film community, or film industry I should say at the time, were commonly subtitled. So there you go, people were making movies in Hong Kong, and this was the heart of Asia's film industry at the time. And yes, they were making films in Hong Kong, where many different languages are spoken, Cantonese, Mandarin, and English as well. So the movies made there were commonly subtitled, I should say, so subtitles were a thing.
Interesting. So most of the Hong Kong movies came out with subtitles, and this is why you mention it, but due to the large number of Chinese dialects spoken both inside and outside of China, subtitles were provided so that everyone would understand the dialogue, no matter what dialect they spoke. Well, it's true, North American movies, everyone in North America speaks English. They might speak slightly different forms of it, but Canadian English, American English,
Southern English,
New York English, California, Texas English, it's all kind of the same. But if you're making movies in Asia or even in China, yeah, Cantonese, Mandarin, there's Shanghaiese, there's all these different things, so they needed subtitles. As a result, subtitles became a familiar feature for most Chinese film viewers. When they made movies, they had to put subtitles on in order for a big audience to be able to watch them.
So subtitles were never really a big deal. How about that?
It's very normal.
All right, folks, with that, it's time for us to end today's lesson. But don't worry, we'll be back next time with more.
好，接着来看亚洲的情况。过去香港是亚洲电影业的中心，那么香港制作的电影通常都会上字幕。我记得小时候看的港片，它不是粤语发音，而是有经过重新配音，然后它也有中英文字幕。好，那顺便学一下 Cantonese，C-A-N-T-O-N-E-S-E， 这个字可以当名词来指粤语，那么也可以当形容词来形容粤语的。好，课文接着写到，由于中国境内和境外使用的中文方言数量非常多，那么提供字幕呢，就是让每个人都听得懂对白，不管他们说的是什么样的方言。这边有3个重点，第一个是 the number of 加上复数可数名词，是用来表达什么什么的数量。当主词的时候要把它视为单数，后面搭配单数动词，例如 the number of tourists is increasing。观光客的数量在增加，那这时候你不要看到 tourist 就在后面加上 are 这个 be 动词哦，我们的主词是 the number of tourists， 所以后面搭配 is。好，第2个重点，课文里面的 Chinese dialects 后面接过去分词 spoken 是由 which were spoken 省略而来，那这是把限定用法关系子句简化成分词片语。好，我们就来学习分词片语。以主格关系代名词引导的关系子句可以改成分词片语。 那么用法是把关系代名词省略，然后把动词改成分词。如果动词它是主动或进行，我们就用现在分词 VING， 被动就用过去分词 PP。好，那我们来用句型来看简化的步骤。好，原本是先行词加关系代名词 who、which 或者是 that， 再加动词。那简化完之后就变成先行词加 VING 或是 PP。例如 We visited a castle which was built in the 16th century。这句可以简化成 We visited a castle built in the 16th century。我们参观一座16世纪建造的城堡。第三个重点 ，no matter what 加名词是指无论怎么样的什么什么，它是用来引导副词子句，像是 no matter what decision you make, we'll support you。无论你做什么样的决定，我们都会支持你。好，以上是今天的讲解，同学们别走开，马上回来哦。
欢迎来到一混淆字大解析 ，I'm Holly。
Welcome, I'm Shane. This is Confusing Words.
今天的主题是不一样，都是不一样，到底有什么不一样？
I like the title. Okay, we have 3 words today. Different,
Different,
varied,
varied,
and various.
various.
Okay, so the first one, different.
Different.
What's the Chinese?
OK， 所以它就是不一样、不同的、有差别的，在两个东西或是很多种东西之间比较它的不同。
So, for example, she can speak 4 different languages.
他会说4种不同的语言。
Second one, varied.
Very 多样化的、形形色色的。
Okay, so this just means there is a lot of types of something.
所以可能同一种类的东西里面还会有很多小小的变化，有不同种的小样式这样。
Right, so if we have a menu, we could say the varied menu selections offered something good for everyone.
多样化的菜单选择为每一个人提供好吃的食物。
Okay, the last one, various.
OK， 各式各样、不同种类的。
Right, so it's just a lot of different types, maybe not even the same category or
对
something.，
它可能不一定是同一个种类，可能就是不同种类这样。
All right, for example, you could say Steve's band plays various music styles.
Steve 的乐团呢，演奏各式各样的音乐风格。
If you still feel a little bit confused, that's okay.
Yes.
Because we have live action.
Yes, so
So,
let's get into live action.
yeah!
Woohoo! Do you want to go to a traditional market with me today?
Sure, why not? I'm pretty bored, so I was hoping you would have something for us to do. What kind of stuff can you get there?
The traditional market nearby is quite big, so there are various things you can buy. Clothes, vegetables, fruit, home goods, all kinds of stuff.
Taiwan is pretty famous for delicious fruit. Is there a large variety to choose from?
Yes, the selection is quite varied. What are you interested in buying?
I really want to try something different that I've never tried before. Maybe something that is common in Taiwan but rare in the United States.
Have you ever tried dragon fruit?
No, I haven't, but I've heard it's delicious. Do they sell dragon fruit there?
Of course, let's go get you some.
Nice!